be the same Inferno that we've seen in the last couple of months. They've been foreshadowing the thought that everyone's coming for them here. So I expect Legacy to be a little bit extra prepared to show us something new and special.
Looks like unlike Bounty though, Furia not all playing in the same room, Mohan. Taking a step back. Just like Maus, who are no longer playing in front of a crowd. Changing up the environment, but looking for the same result. Victory over Legacy on the line. We've had to talk about Furia throughout 2025 way more than we thought we were gonna have to.
They're hitting a stride. They've got a good composition. The right players are playing well. It's nice to see that Yakinder's playstyle does in fact work pretty damn well in CS2. But now he's got the confidence as well. I think, like, I just heard GSP talk about this in an interview where he's like, you can have all the skills in the world, but if you don't have if you don't have the confidence, it's sort of like having an enormous bank account but no way to pull out the money. And I think that's definitely what was missing from Yakinder, because I'm not seeing him change drastically in terms of the way he's playing. But his shots are now connecting like they did before he was calling on Liquid.
It was scary because you didn't know if that confidence could ever come back.
Yeah. That's sort of a very personal journey.
100%.
You know, so that's a road you definitely walk alone.
One of those things that's entirely outside of the server as well. It's the reality of the psychological part of the game. Let's watch Lotto try to wrap around through Moto Smoke.
He's in a great spot. It's going to be hard to deal with him.
Oof. Oh, never mind. Yakindar, quick tap. Dumao finds one on the drop. Yakindar is on for the ace. No way. We talked about confidence. What a better way to kick it off. Oh, his teammate's still some far away. So Sadzin's going to deny that 5K. And now with Bomb, he'll plant in the depths of this site.
Oh, it's possible he wins this now. Sadzin, 1-on-3 situation. One guy to go.
Okay, Serato has silently come at this bomb site, and he's going to make sure that that 4K from Yakindar doesn't go up in vain.
Yeah.
That was a much-needed close.
Nice one, Yakinder. Excellent.
4 kills from the tall box.
I thought that was a free moment to actually pause inside the Moto Smoke, but I don't think he realized how he was hurt. Lotto, as he ran all the way around Arch. I thought he was going to chill there for 1 second. I guess his teammates are already up on the site.
Oof.
But damn.
Slicing through.
What a clip.
I respect the climb on that box. When you're in those duels up close on that mid box, you know, and you're just shooting for the top of somebody's head, I respect the man who jumps on top first. Sadzin pummels Yakindar, but no clutch. Legacy will come through with the force buy. 2 Galil's AK-47. But they eat that nade deep down Banana. Fallen trying to press his luck behind logs.
Some excellent counter util brings Yakinder down to half. This attack will move forward towards A. Always fun watching Legacy play. They don't waste time.
Try to weaponize Sadzin. Okay, Serato confirms he's close. The rest of the pack stays quiet. We hit a minute. Apartments player still smoked up. Nissim trying to get closer. We see the balcony player really lock into pit now. Yuri sinking further back. And again, showing a bit of skin. Utility goes down in front of that balcony. Fire for a little pit, but the big pit position is still key. That's where Yuri ends up getting the double from the Faunus. Holding off for the third as well with the balcony hold. They end up mollying the wrong spot. Good reposition from Yuri. Otherwise, he does get burned into the open as that short push comes up. But it's Fallen and Co. to survive the test.
Looked very composed right there. I wonder how they feel going up against Legacy right now. I mean, they know what kind of threat they are, but you know, since it's sort of like this domestic battle, I feel like there's a bit of them that they're looking forward to this matchup, and I don't think the playstyle is going to scare them. Like, some teams I look going up against Legacy, and I'm like, Legacy are probably going to scare you with how quickly and how explosive they are, but Furia are all about that.
Easy cleanup on Dumao and Lux. both pelted by utility damage and cleaned up by the M4s. There's another nade before the rifle hits its mark, so this is Furia. Nothing to be afraid of, certainly not in this round. Chuck him in the chum bucket. This is Legacy with barely any damage even here in round 3. And the Tech 9 of Nissim will change that. So as clean of a start as you could ask for.
I'm loving the lay of the land when it comes to the tier 1 and tier 2 teams right now and how strong everybody is. And I think for me, the reason that I love it the most is because of how far down it goes with Furia and teams like Astralis having a lot of promise. And like, there's so many rosters right now that like haven't won anything, aren't actually achieving the things they need to, but now might have the 5 that can actually win a tournament. Furia are right there on that list. None more surprising than Furia, but that's really showing exactly how much depth there is at the top level of this game at the moment.
Kindart taking a ton of damage and losing his teammate, so no surprise. Lux comes in for both, and we've got Legacy looking to just barrel in, but no bomb at the moment. Still down towards T-spawn. Certainly not ideal. They find a completely vacant site. Quesarado threw both smokes, and now he is between them and their bomb.
Oh, he's just happy.
Oh my God, Quesarado finds the perfect path. And with bomb still cut off, nobody to go back and find it just yet. This duel is everything towards the top of middle. Quesarado just fighting everyone on his own. And they will pin him against the car to finally deal with that problem.
Now, there's only one option. They don't know exactly where the bombs got off to. Yuri is going to make his way slowly over towards B, wondering exactly why it's been such a long time since the plank came down. Him or Quesarado damn near won this round, but instead it might just be a few kills. This will be a tough 1v2 to figure out.
Deep corner for Lux. Yuri gets by it. Ooh, spotted. Comes back for the duel, and Lux way too ready. Ace for Lux, folks.
Oh.
Goes back, has to deal with the Quesarado cheat through smoke from start to finish. With all that utility damage on the first 2, capitalizes on the momentum and follows through that B site.
Damn, with the double entry as well, the sort of Freiburg ace into the B site, and he has to deal with this problem. It's a game where highlights are almost getting ruined by the other team. Yakinder's 4K nearly ends in vain, but doesn't in the end. And finally, the moment is captured. Really well done here from Lotto. Or Lux, excuse me. First out this round.
Ooh, good utility follow through. Definitely keeping Furia on their toes here with this pressure. Dumao tries to pummel through smoke, but no target on the other side just yet. A lot invested in that battle for damage early. Will the Lux ace be much like the Netic 3K back on Mirage, where it's like you get this individual pop-off that provides hope, only for the better team to follow up right behind it? But with this misrotate from Furia, Fallen is feeling doomed.
Yeah, I mean, you've got Furia going back to look at mid, not seeing anything, so there's going to be a moment where Quesarado goes, wait a second, do I need to go help out B? But for now, it's just Fallen over here.
Too late, it is Fallen and his rifle.
What can he pull off? They're actually taking some time to scale on him.
Massive ask for
3
Fallen.
down B as well.
Oh, nice headshot from Sadzin. He's got Nissim holding flank. Clean headshots coming through from the Legacy squad for man advantage, and look at Furia fall back.
Yeah. They needed maybe something from Fallen to at least turn around a guy on Banana. Maybe that gave him a chance, but ultimately it's because Legacy, they grouped up at Car. They were right about the exact sort of rotation that Furia were going to make. And even though they cleared out mid in pretty good time and made it all the way to the bottom of Banana, by that time, Legacy were already in the site. As we saw from FlyQuest last game, a similar spot, but then they take too long to make the exec happen, and then everything that was great about it sort of vanished with time.
I don't think I've ever seen Legacy take too much time.
Yeah.
If anything, they don't always take enough.
Terrorists win.
This time, perfection.
Yeah, from the 45 too.
Fallen was waiting a long time for something to come his way, but when he finally goes around that corner, even by an inch, insta headshot from Sadzin, insta headshot from Nissim. And we've got a not live situation issue for a legacy player.
Fallen's been waiting for a long time for a lot of things.
What's that, sorry?
A long time. Fallen's been waiting for a long time for like a roster to get back to the level that he was sort of used to a very, very long time ago. And the fact that he stuck around just sort of felt like that he would just stick around because he's going to add a lot of value as an IGL.
Right.
As long as an IGL, I mean, you can get as old as you want. You're probably going to be able to help out and improve a number of teams, but that wasn't the only thing that he could offer, apparently. Switching off to rifle.
That's the crazy part.
Increased his value immensely because he's not taking a star role away.
You know, there was a moment during the IEM Rio Major in 2022 where after getting eliminated at that event, he kind of took to the stage and he had a perfect opportunity right then and there. The first time we'd seen a crowd at that first stage of a major, that felt like it was time to hang it up.
Yeah.
Because at the time, you know, we couldn't see a road further for him in 2022. Yeah. And yet he continued to play and continued to play. And now in 2025, when they go through this revamp with international talent, and you tell me he picks up a rifle, we're thinking, oh man, you could have just retired in 2022. But now Furia back to new highs.
He's just
it's amazing.
True competitor. True
it's amazing. I mean, it's just as impressive as watching Apex go from being a hard entry earlier in his career to being one of the best in-game leaders. So many people doubted that he could ever pull it off, and so falling on a rifle, yeah, I had doubts. I had huge doubts. You kind of break new ground for the longevity of the greats.
Yeah.
When you take on a new challenge like that this deep into your career.
I mean, if he pulls off the revitalization, like right now, the conversation for GOAT IGL, it's open with Apex winning as much as he has. Arguments are already there as well. And if Fallen has a renaissance, I mean, considering the period of time back in 2015, like, and 2016, with him as an op IGL innovator, as well as like his individual level, as well as calling, it's going to be open for him too.
Here comes the jump on the B site. 5v4 was set up early from A. Oh God, it ain't pretty. Those old knees, you know? Doomout finds the punish, but should have been enough riflers in front of the site to keep them off of it. They've done a massive amount of damage, but the other two are still so far off. So Molodai is going to have to hold on to the deep church control. Nobody preventing the banana wraparound.
They have to do something crazy right now.
Yes.
Because the HP is just not there. 2 HEs could wipe them out without seeing anybody.
But they don't bank one onto orange, and it's not dark being held. They're going to try to just clear him out with the guns heads up. Nades off the mark because of Nubox, so good position here from Doomout. He's in between those two frags perfectly, and he gets his 1 kill. Nissim from the corner. Molodoi going to find him. They jump on top of the bomb with time.
Ooh.
Yuri's got this one, so Furia find their 4th.
They played great spots to not get HE'd and mollied. So put it that way. That is something nice. They found a good way to complement each other, their post plans. That's something that Legacy are very good at. But Molodoi's openings have finally caught up to Legacy.
This was awkward.
Yeah. Sitting right beside him the whole time. It's just hilarious. I love that.
It's like little brother energy.
Yeah.
Can I play this round? No. I'm rifling.
Son, are you rifling?
He's trying to, but, you know, we keep picking him up. He is 1-4 right now, Fallen. We'll see if that uptick comes eventually.
Fallen's the IGL, okay? He's up 4-2.
Oh, okay, I feel you.
So,
Yuri's gonna catch Lotto,
Uh-oh.
and Molodoy's got the next one. Again, you know, as you anticipate, it's Legacy just trying to rush their way through, trying to be brutish in their approach to the A site. Finally, smoke downs to give cover and low health, but an immediate rotation from the Furia support. They're already through that Moto smoke. Yakindar shows no fear in throwing himself into the tall box and putting that barrel to the back of Nissam's head. So they get swept away 5 strong for Furia. And I think you see the composure in this round. You brought it up earlier. This isn't a play style that Furia will be scared of.
Yeah.
And they're stepping into the fire to fight with the Legacy pace and doing a good job of it, now leading 5-2.
I remember just like when ARC kind of first happened, and that was the whole Brazilian scene sort of re-emerging. One of the fans in Brazil said, Art is just like the average pugger in Brazil. Sort of, he's just emblematic of exactly who everybody is on, you know, on a lower level. He's just doing it at a very high level. And so they have a lot of experience playing versus extremely aggressive, explosive play styles. It feels weird to think that's what you're specifically comfortable against, a team that just constantly puts on pressure. But you know, what happened to Furia was they stopped winning, and then they stopped winning confidence, and then they started to slow down. And honestly, the play style in Brazil seemed to just slow down overall. But now we're back to people going quickly.
Stuffed. Yuri is not letting any exit happen. Not any whatsoever. It's a team flash. That's fine. You expect that if 3 are ready to go, the other 2 are right there with them, but there is a sudden pause here from Legacy as they try to collect themselves in brackets, see what, if anything, they can do. We're getting to that point where bomb plants have not been too plentiful. And if you can somehow sneak one through here in the 8th.
Right now, it's already just such a strong start on Inferno here versus them.
And Molodoy, waiting for a flash. Wow, very controlled of him to not just go back into the dry peak, even if it is versus just a pistol.
Legacy have lost Inferno here versus Fnatic.
Yikes.
And that's after, you know, 5 more wins in Brazil to get the confidence back following the major.
Molodoy, what are you up to, brother? Confident. As the incendiary burns towards top ramp, goes for a bit of a look, but Nissam not caught. He'll be afforded space into the apartments. Molodoy remains active, but not too active. At least one set of eyes on brackets. Opposite side of mid is smoked, so feels like the kill could still come to Molodoy in a moment. In the meantime, Legacy taking a sniff at that banana control. We see options open. Bomb thrown behind them. They still want to keep 2 players banana, though, so they don't want to give everything away for free. They're not biting just yet. Keeping 3 players for Furia closer to the B site. Queserado happy to hold Arch from CT spawn.
Smoked it way too much.
Oh boy, that makes it interesting. Again, it's not a follow through just yet. Flash allows Molodoy to go back in. Lotto finds his. Yuri kills up into apartments.
They have to go back at the bomb. Now they're going to turn it towards A. Yuri's in a great spot to hold.
Right, if he gets down into Boiler, he cuts this off, but he goes deep apartments instead. Staying alive is his play.
Yeah, with the amount of time left over, I'm surprised he's not looking to make himself more useful, but it is him on 16 HP, 3 players alive for a retake.
And in the kill department, these 3 players outclassing Lotto, Dumau, and Sadzin.
He's hoping to catch a lurk, maybe if they split off with one. But instead, he'll just be able to call that Halls is clear. This can speed things up at the very least.
And he's not going to play with Yukindar, so it's not like he's going to get traded after the one bullet hits. It's a Yukindar dry swing into Dumao, and he lanes the headshot. Lotto exposed on the grave stairs. Apartments players coming through, and Quesarado reveals himself as well, both with kits. Sadzin on top of the bomb. Time is ticking so fast. Quesarado needs the kill, a second to go. But he doesn't full commit. He just keeps playing the boxes, and that's the perfect place for Sadzin to close in the 1v2. Legacy hang on to their post plans.
That's well done. I mean, his teammate Solo coming out off onto the site. As soon as Sadzin got that kill, he knew time was on his side. So a decent attempt at trying to make this 3v3 happen. But when Dumao found this frag on Fallen, it feels like that's when it was all over.
Quesarado had to be the guy to full swing.
I don't think there was enough time to chase him down on that spot, unless he just got lucky spamming him on the pillar.
Gindar wants revenge, and okay, Dumao catching him in the background. You'll take those as often as you can, but he's so far ahead of it. Quesarado able to arrive in time to just at least section one off. Molidoy dinked.
They have to respect the Molly too. They really want to come through this. Little awkward here. Legacy are actually in a spot where it maybe makes more sense to slow down.
Is good, but Molidoy dies at the same time on the other side of the map, so that's going to be bombed to go back. You know, Yuri was just here to support it. They're playing with both options at a minute 10. Oh, why does this still feel winnable for Yuri? Nissim a little late to the party.
That's it.
If Lotto misses the op shot, Bomb could get frazzled, but op won't miss. Lotto locks it in, reads the push, and Legacy take a fourth off of that, just barreling into Banana as fast as they could.
It's crazy. Dumao here. That's all you really need to see. He didn't even realize he killed Fallen right behind that first frag in car. 2-for-1 spray. Just like that, Legacy are back into the game.
Economy looking weaker for Furia, but still healthy. No deep angles from Molidoy at the moment. Potential for the op duel soon. But Molidoy really just stagnant, and another smoke in front of him. We hit a minute, and there's been no challenge inside of the apartments. Fallen just waiting to receive on Balk. These kinds of rounds have gone well for both the teams. 40 seconds, CT still dropping nades. Good, healthy amount of utility still held on to towards the B defense, but here on A, things are starting to dry up. A well-timed frag for Quesarado could help, but he feels like they're right on the brink of it because they are. Arriving from Arch in a moment. First challenge right there. He gets spammed through the boxes. Good on Nissim to soften him up. And Yuri, well, from the corner, goes down with nothing. This A site just got flatlined.
Oh, that was pretty excellent. I mean, the only way they could have won that back is by peeking off a moto with a well-timed flash, but at every moment, Legacy were really prepared to, you know, either just jiggle or double swing and get a little bit closer every single time they saw somebody, to the point that Furia had no space left over. I didn't really see a good opening for them to stop that from happening. They got Quesarado to stand on the opposite side of default and then spammed him down from a safe position on lane 2. That was the only vision they had on Arch. Like, at every point, it would have had to be a mistake from Legacy to really lose, because there were no CTs coming over to help. That's like, now it feels like Legacy looking a bit more like themselves. This is just a great skill mean, yeah, look how much time they had actually at the point of even crossing the hay bales to actually take the site. Plenty. Like, they had cleared everything out very carefully.
Perfect spacing on both sides of the split as well between the two cohorts. Furia looking like a deer in headlights. At least in the 11th round. We hit the 12th, Fallen with the Mag 7 looking for his second kill of the game. Oh my god, look at all those nades flying over the wall, burning all across Banana.
Somehow it's your Kinder taking all the damage. Fallen just watching here. Like a hawk.
Hanging onto the corner, but I mean, you can't peek that with a shotgun. Hoping nobody's watching it and he gets the kill up close, but I mean, at that point, might as well just jump the half wall. Seen Apex do it. Mag 7 jump shots over that wall. I'd take the chance over the Logs headshot angle. And this round just goes up.
Yeah, I mean,
smoke.
Legacy have just, like, honestly been destroying on Banana in these last few rounds.
Yep. They solved it, because it was a very confident Furia at the start of the Banana play. Those deep peaks that were coming through, the early grenade damage that was coming through. It kind of stunned Legacy out of the gate here on Inferno, but they have stepped up to the challenge since. And they'll step through this B site with very little resistance. Queserado's spray off the mark. But go ahead, give it a try. Queserado, Yuri 2v5, 4 kills left to go.
Two longest standing members of...
The hell? Flashbang's feeling burned now because
yeah, you got a lot of sight to get to retake.
Bombs at the halfway point.
Use those flashes down there, butter.
2 flashes on the first 4 of 20 angles. He's gonna come in with a kill. Hold on, there's still some kits on the play, but the low health is what cost them. They had 36 health left for that 2v2, and the pit players end it. Nice answer here as Legacy go 4 straight to tie this at 6 rounds apiece.
Oh, Kaique. I'm not feeling too well. At least, was I good to you?
Yeah, you were. You were.
Do you think I was a good leader?
I prefer art, to be honest.
Work of art, you said?
Yeah, work of art. Gabriel, you're a symbol for Brazil, CS. Without you, there is no me, there is no SK, there is no luminosity.
Oh, man. That takes me back.
Gabriel, you are so much more than all those who came before you. You played with fire in your heart and tricks in your sleeve. The whole world knew to listen when Fallen and his op were in the clutch.
Then it was all worth it.
I'd give anything to have you back, my friend.
What the hell is this?
Bro, you just died, bro.
No. It wasn't me. That was Bad Fallen.
Yeah!
Bad Fallen, really?
Yeah, and I'm Good Fallen.
Okay.
I left to a friend, I came back as a prophet. I went far and beyond.
Alright.
I saw everything. Now I know what I need to do to win next major.
Please tell me.
First, we need a better helper.
Okay. Who?
I got a Molotov.
Molotov? Motoboy? Who is this guy?
Calm down, wait. I also revived a top 10 rifle in the world.
Cold Zero, let's go.
You wish, kid. Yekindar.
Oh boy, Bad Fallen, please come back.
Furia not afforded a runaway game. I wasn't sure what I was looking at, but that was okay. That's Case Serrano glued to the screen, looking like Yakindar.
Yakindar strats.
There we go.
Zoom.
Smell the pixels. I think Yakindar has actually put space between him and his monitor lately. He's also angled it downwards a little more than usual. So
yeah, I'm a big fan of that. It's just not healthy, man. It just can't. It can't be the way that everybody plays.
I've also truly believed that he's never been able to constantly see his radar.
You can't. You have to like.
That's impossible to see your radar clearly.
You have to flick your eyes.
Yes. And so when I see him kind of dive 5 feet ahead of people, I always want to blame the radar. But hey, let's get into it. We've got an opening kill for Fallen. His second kill of this map.
It's never too late, folks.
Flash to Banana gets Legacy to pull back. Ooh, Yakindar hits the 97 damage dink. I don't know if I like that balcony railing, Launders. I don't like the way you have to jump over it all
Who
the
asked
time.
for it back?
I didn't.
Who asked for it back? So
I kind of like being able to just roll through.
it's definitely weird because it was like, what was the balance problem?
I think there should be at least an opening in it. Maybe not the whole thing open, but one open segment.
So you could run out. Yeah.
Yes. But what do I know? Phony. They hold on to the 2 smokes still. Furia taking their sweet time with this pistol, and that's okay because we've got 30 seconds left to go. 3 players grouped up in Banana, and a single defender inside of this B site. So let's see it, Lotto.
They're so split up right now.
Ah, and the fire spreads. He was hoping it wouldn't come all the way outwards.
Ouchie, 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 ouchie.
Burnt down to 20. 2 smokes on the execute. And even now, Yakindar still inside of the apartments. Player on the balcony is not going to cover their teammate.
Can't believe he's not peeking. They know he's up here?
They're both low. Boop.
They are watching it.
Beep. And he's going to take his time. Here's the drop off. He should know there's 2 in there.
Did he peek earlier? Is that why he's like kind of just chilling now?
Well,
I guess they're coming in for the full retake of the A site now. They want to make sure they get these kills.
aha. But Fallen has died.
No guarantees, no guarantees.
Library peek goes unwatched, and the little bits of health that are left inside of the pit should be dealt with. Beretta's for the last. He knows he's time limited. You better burn that flashbang. And down it goes. Majority alive for Furia. That felt like full control from start to finish.
Yeah, Molodoi hunted down everything. I mean, I do appreciate that they kind of set in place a plan to not only win the round, but punish every single save, every piece of utility, and get every extra dollar they could. I mean, poor Lotto stood no chance. He's in the spot they mollied, in the spot they flashed, in the site they exact with 3 players ready to attack him. You're right, that was full control. The Fallen second kill actually mattered a lot.
Yeah, it did. Made that pistol go down real smooth. Nades for Banana. Ah, yes, the old Zeus. Oh. Yes,
That
yes.
feeling when you get dinked by a pistol and you're just suddenly like, I'm no longer the
baited.
favorite person in this fight. Oh, okay, never mind. Yakinder pulls out his own pistol.
A true gentleman. It's a scary amount of damage being dealt by USPs.
But to be honest, they don't get any kills off of it. That's gonna be pretty tragic. That's a lot of equipment value that they could knock down with just the right timing peak.
But where do you want to go? You know the apartments has been pushed, but you
Alright.
know there are multiple players inside of B.
Hey, this might be the most messy option. I like it. Let's see if they can get some of these USB kills.
3 players to clean up. They'll send Queserado in first. No, excuse me, it's Fallen jumping around with the Mac.
No kills.
And everything goes smoothly, so all your damage means nothing.
Excellent executes. And so, again, we have a situation where Legacy, they've got a lot of brand value on this map. They've taken down some big dogs. And even post-major, they went back to Brazil, won 5 times on Inferno. But as soon as they came back here, they lost to Fnatic. And that's not the best team in the world. Not anymore. And now they're going up against Furia. The problem is Furia actually have a very solid Inferno. They played it 5 times at Cologne. They aren't winning every single time they play, but the quality of competition is very high. The score lines are extremely competitive. It's actually much higher on average than Legacy. So that's why Furia are in the lead right now.
Nice nade, but it's not a huge amount of damage. Very little util here for Legacy. Feels like this is one of those rounds they don't want to get dragged out too long, and so the move is made. Dumao emerging from the corner, doesn't just let Serato walk into him, but gets a little active, just active enough for the 5v4.
Let him throw every nade in the book and then just walked into a next fight. Easy.
Things felt too quiet, so down goes the last smoke that Legacy had. Which means the other 3 members of Furia are coming up lane with no real resistance, barring Sadzin's M4. Fire in between them, but they're already charging beyond it. Oh, and the turn here from Molodoy just denies Nissim. Triple flash assist from Yakinder on that hit.
That's pretty damn incredible.
Ow.
Take the site that swiftly. All their nades are landing as they're entering. The spacing is perfect. They look super drilled. They look super drilled right now.
That's the Furia that we have been falling in love with throughout 2025.
Yeah, definitely. You know, it's kind of crazy because Fallen coming, you know, back, sort of. It's even more impressive than if Glaive came back, because it was even longer ago that Fallen sort of had his peak and has been playing even longer at a higher level overall. And that's what makes Kerrigan so impressive. It's just, you know, how long he stayed at the top, just period, outright. That's sort of hard to compete with, but to dip down as far as he did, as long ago as he did,
yes,
and to come back with a team like this today,
that's why
pretty tremendous.
You know, maybe people, not everybody who's watching right now was here last night, but we had that conversation about Crims. You know, somebody who's also playing from back in that time, but you know that Crims has stayed for Fnatic, and that team is just kind of keeping its head barely above water.
Yeah.
You know,
it's different. Like, Fnatic aren't going to win a tournament with this lineup right now, not a tier 1 event.
But Furia could.
Yeah, like that is a real big difference.
But they're gonna find a solution to Dumao first, it feels like, because he just keeps getting away with the 1. Peeling back into the site after signing up for the banana duel. It was a 4v5 last round too, so Furia still taking a sniff at B. Wide swing through with the flashes. Not so pretty that time, Yakinder. Looks like they're just going to try to simplify it, slam themselves into this B site, see if they can break down the doors with Dumao and Lotto right here.
Wait a second.
Dumao doubles back.
Hey, that's a site taken over. Those 2v3 bomb can get planted, and Molodoy goes for Khan.
Just missed the MP9, but does cause panic for the plant. The flash comes through. Little Pit's taken over, and Molodoy catches 2 kills.
1-on-1, and Nissim, it's clear Molodoy knows where he is. 3 kills to Molodoy's name.
Man, 16 frags into this map.
Molodoy can actually, he can push through. If he doesn't see anybody, he can go A.
He could sprint it over. He could run it all the way.
That's it.
He knows the opening's there for the taking. 3 kills into the round.
And now he could plant open, go halls if he wanted to. Nissim's going to be so confused. The thing is, he's got to know. Yeah, if he's just going to plant open, where does he play from is the question. It could be Graveyard, could be Big Pit, and just go standard. 41 HP.
Man, this is going to burn off another
look how
15
much time
seconds.
is just gone from this. Eventually, Nissim, he can walk up lane but as soon as he gets his sight, he's going to have to start running.
And Molodoy's picked the perfect angle. He's predicting that exact push
No
down.
HE, no Molly.
Banana, I mean, he's positioned himself to hold back the short play, gets confirmed.
Oh, wait, what?
But he tries to go in for the kill.
Wait, why would you peek there?
Makes no sense.
With the amount of time left over.
He's got a cross. And you go for the swing. Nissim, hell of a shot. Hits the insta-headshot, but that is Molodoy offering a chance for Nissim to win.
Yeah, that was the only one, really. I think he kind of easily wins off of time or just shooting him in the side of the head, but... Okay. Just an NT at the end of the day.
That's a gift.
Yeah, that was a gift. That was basically a hopeless situation. And if not for Nissim, eyes focused on Pit that whole time, like, it's over. But that's, I was going to say his nightmare difficulty for Furia is 3v5, so not even a situation that should have came close. And a very expensive round for Legacy. They need this one.
I feel like Legacy's been playing the last 4 rounds with no utility. Just staying afloat. Yukindar chance to strike, but a lot of bodies on brackets right now for Legacy.
I love Legacy in active sort of defense positions. Again, they're such a team that's like, there's no one that's just so weak individually that they shouldn't try to have very aggressive setups. And if bracket goes untested, that's a huge threat in the retake, so we'll see. We'll see if Legacy get their pickoffs in this position or not.
Well-timed
There it
fight
is.
for Lux. You can only throw so many grenades for free before the swings start coming. Nissim burned down to 6.
Oh my!
Yukindar had to get that. Nissim was burned into Boiler. 2 players phase the smoke inside B site. They see the trajectory. They know you're back there, but good on Lotto to at least drop 1.
That actually works out somehow, barely, narrowly. Somehow Caserodo's still alive. Doesn't even want to peek off of this. Why give him a chance? And Yukindar doesn't want to die here, but okay.
He won't.
Sadzin op down. Lux 1 on 3. Furia have landed on their feet.
When you look at the kills across the board for both teams, take a glance at all of them. I scratch my head and wonder, how is this only a 3-round difference? You've got some real online pieces for Furia at the moment. Like 4 of their players, essentially 15 kill average. Dumao not even breaking even as the top performer. The money's been on the line so many rounds in a row now. And it feels like this, if they don't win with the Force in the next one, is Furia's golden ticket to the finish line.
Yeah.
Because surely Legacy will force around. No?
I mean, maybe they'll force because they have the double save. But they only have 1 gun to 5 behind. It's going to be another round with not much money. Furia will treat it like an anti-force because they know they're not going to come in with an off or anything like that.
Oh, it's a CT pause to talk it over, crunch the numbers.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I just think, what kind of game does Legacy like to play?
I feel like you could just buy next round. I don't know.
Yep. You're dead on.
Oh, they'll actually do that? I honestly thought they would force anyways, just like...
Ooh, there's late Kevlar coming through. 2 sets, 3 sets of Kevlar, 4 sets now. Yeah, it's coming through.
Okay.
But they really took their time with that. And it's not all in.
Okay. It's a little awkward then. They spent, you know...
They spent like 5,000-6,000 across
they
everybody.
spent a lot of money here.
Yes, yes they did.
Did they really do the math
They have
properly?
3 rounds of loss bonus.
Yeah, that doesn't seem right. We'll see if the half armor does anything for them here.
Well, the M4 going down means somebody's better go scoop it up.
Because the rationale is either like we get some kills, keep it close, but you're cannibalizing your own future buy. Next round, you could always have a few extra dollars.
And cannibalism is illegal. in most countries.
You can't name the ones that it isn't.
I would guess Papua New Guinea. Going for left field.
I don't even really know what that is.
It's this. Chomps down on the mid play. Finds the bomb. The fact that that M4 has exchanged hands. He picks it up off of Lux's dead body. He sat inside that window the entire time. And now, back at it. But yeah. Whoa, nice flick.
My goodness.
Gave himself a slight chance.
Oh,
and Yakindar covers the smoke. Nissim thinks he's getting cheeky. Queserado's cut off from the bomb in a 1v1, which opens a door for Lotto to grab that picked up AK and take a swing, but he had so little health left over. It's a slow burn and a 3v5 recovery, technically. Just unfortunate that Legacy had so little to work with elsewhere.
2 kills is interesting in that spot. Best use of the M4 that they could ask for. And now I guess we'll see how the money plays out. At least Sadzin's a guy who, with those kills, makes some money back, a good rebate. Between him and Nissim, the buy was mainly going to suffer because of them.
Terrorists win.
And they're clear. And they did the math correctly, Mohan. They've crunched the numbers.
Yeah, it's honestly though, it's still hard to justify. I think it's still hard to justify anything. You buy down here, you still could have had extra nades. You're going for this round.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we'll see. But yeah, they got the weapons they're looking for. Sadzin has fragged himself into an op.
Doomow's been a real nuisance, even if it's just the 1 kill and the fallback. Banana really has not come for free to Furia. And this time we go double up inside of the apartments. They were given a lot of space last round. This is where that 2K came through from. The balcony peek was well worth it. Yakindar climbs up.
This peak could be everything. Nissim can deal with Yakindar.
Oof, flash through though.
Flash is perfect.
Fully blind.
Wow.
And the op's gonna have to scramble. Ooh, barely getting around the corner and climbing over the rail to fall down into pit.
Wait, no repeak means Yakindar can keep going forward. Oh my goodness.
He gets past the angle, but then he knows better than to just straight up come through. Of course, Sadzin's gonna be cautious. Oh, he almost caught him there. Slight adjustment in the crosshair. Could have been a headshot otherwise. Lux pushes up on short. And this has gone unnoticed for the time being. Yakindar's gonna keep his head on a swivel.
What a nightmare Yakindar's being here for Legacy.
Pressure all across it. Yakindar on the brink of 20 frags in 19 rounds of play. Sadzin, bit delayed with the op shot, hits the ground, and Fallen's gonna catch 2 kills from the bottom of the board. Finally starting to get his, and they will end this round where the last man stands. They will not run from him despite having A. They will come to Lotto. Surely they don't throw this round away. No, sir. Even with the headshot to Queserado, Yakindar, you said it. A nuisance in this round. The way he's flashed into the apartments, chases that op back, forces the hand of the short player to try to get the round back going, and is still ready to stop even that.
Yeah, this door flash, just all the right tactics. Op has no impact here. The buy was good, but it made it feel like an anti-ego the way everybody got melted away by these rifles.
Job done. Nearly. Not an M4 on the field here for Legacy. Their map pick not doing them wonders. That 4-round streak on the T side at the end of the half had you believing. It's been T side domination since. One single CT round win is all Legacy have managed. Kindar again with this just forward play.
Oh, such a great
Blindsided,
spot.
dude.
Yeah.
He is having a field day. Doing as he pleases and also hitting the mark each time. Oh, the reaction as well. Blind spray in for the assist. And this A site crumbles beneath. Furia, we said, wouldn't be too afraid of the Legacy style. And I think this T-side's got a little Legacy in it as well. The confident moves here from the very online core of Furia. You look across that board, 21 frags for Yakindar, and everybody carrying their weight. Fallen had a slow start, and even he has found impact as this game's gone on. Unfortunately for Legacy, the domestic victories on Inferno between Austin and this second half of 2025 have not fueled them enough to best Furia. A convincing victory here on Legacy's map pick. Fallen slaps them off.
What has been such a staple.
Going to be a 2-0 night for Furia, provided they don't fumble, but I'm just not really seeing why they would.
Nah.
In the end, Furia had full control of that map.
It'd be one thing if like that Inferno game was so dominant because you get like a donk level solo hero, but I mean, all of Furia were online there.
Even, I mean, Fallen barely
Caught
had to
up.
contribute.
Yep.
Yeah, for them to do that.
He kind of had the Jacob experience of that 13-0 from FaZe. Sit back and enjoy the show. Let the new gen have their fun, and they did. And I agree with the desk. Let's hope for maybe a bit more explosiveness out of some of the CT moments from Legacy. If you're gonna lose, you might as well go down fighting. And some of those moments on Inferno lacked a bit of fight, a bit of spice, a little bite. Right now we go 3v5, Furia downstairs, sure. Bomb is actually down on the site with Fallen. He's got a 1v1, him versus Dumao. Would have been critical for Molodoy to get down there. Fallen has announced himself. There's a world where Dumao stops this by just holding the doors, but yeah, you've let the money go. Obviously gonna get blindsided because Dumao played the element of surprise instead of the prevention play. And Queserado.
They're gonna retake upstairs.
Yeah, just gonna try to deal some damage. That bomb is diffused, baby. Nissim on top of it. Legacy to take a CT pistol, starting off nuke well.
It's decent.
Whatever the hell that was.
Allowing the plant's a pretty big misstep, I think, versus Furia at the moment, because, yeah, there's definitely different ways in which you can win a pistol. And allowing a plant to go down for the T's, I mean, that just makes your life a lot harder. Makes your buy a lot weaker, makes it harder to streak on CT. These are the things that you're looking for. So you can see when the buys come through with the amount of utility, it forces Legacy to go past the SMGs.
Yep.
Yeah.
Less slows them down, risk. Causes them to be susceptible to a force buy loss.
And I say that because the plant was very preventable, right?
Oh, yeah.
They did the hard part.
I mean, Dumao was like a gargoyle on top of the doors, but gave it up.
So. Uh-oh, great flash.
Got him. Kindar's gonna find the kill inside secret. Bomb never crossed though. It is stuck on red, and Dumao stays close enough to cut it off. So the Galil may have been picked up here by Mullen. Oh, never mind. It's the FAMAS on Yakindar. Oh, and he doesn't get the trade. We were waiting for somebody to save it, and that savior could be Lotto by the looks of things.
That's a great spray transfer.
Still another player on red, but
Molodoy
just takes his odds. Run, go ahead. B is clear for the taking, my friend.
I guess, yeah. It's not going to be the easiest situation. A little awkward. They're trying to kill Queserado. Can't get rid of him. Bomb's gone down. I mean, rotations are a little slow here. They're getting one guide right now. Stun locked.
Still here.
Yeah.
But did he wait too long?
Be very careful because, yeah, he hasn't moved. Molodoy.
Oh. They're coming at him. He's got to win this duel.
Oh,
now that
he got his way out.
Yes, sir.
Oh, okay, never mind.
They take him off at the site. It's planted for the back of this. Queserado a little too late to the party, although it is no kit. If he runs the last few, spam the door, just maybe. Maybe? But he doesn't bite, doesn't budge fast enough, and so the defuse does come through.
Fake, right? He just has the hope that it's a fake, that they thought he was running around through control side, and then he would just like win, and that'd be very uncomfortable. But Legacy's rotations already look a little scared, a little slow.
Just to play a game, if he does run down the vent, let's say once he's through the vents, down the stairs, right? To get there to doors closed, could spam the guy off the defuse, low health.
Yeah,
It's gonna force the other CT to take the wider duel.
that's true.
You know, the what could have been day.
No, you're right, actually. That is true.
But instead,
He does cover both options.
he doesn't bite. And Furia are trying to bounce back in with yet another force buy. Again, you're keeping the costs high for Legacy. Another round where there's bodies hitting the ground, but another round where they're still coming out on top.
They don't know. Nissim has no idea they've crossed this wide.
But you're asking Yuri to go 1v3. Should have the drop on Nissim in a moment. But that's assuming Nissim moves.
Nissim, I don't even know if he'll notice this. Like, even if he gets a shoulder in this spot.
Oh, this is weird.
It's so weird.
Ah, and now Nissim should have him dead to rights. Should? No way. You know he dropped. You know he dropped.
Wait, what?
Bro, you know he dropped off the heavy. He's got to be right here. And now he's backing up, and the other CTs haven't found him, and Yuri has somehow double-backed, and now the Garage player is going to see him, and Nissim gets a chance. Whoa. What the hell? Or what the...
They got so confused. They had a big Garage player checking their secret flank. And then this was like, nah, I swear he was there, bro.
He dropped off heaven. I'll check stairs. Furia keeping the pressure on in the opening rounds of Nuke. Again, coming in with something to work with, but the AK goes down with nothing. And the Hut players, oof. I mean, again, the Vito kind of sent the analysts for a spin, and Furia just keep trying these force buys, half buys, quick rushes, opening moves. Legacy so far have stood the test for the first 4. No issue on that one. That one, of all the rounds, is the least convincing. So, like, when's, like, you know, the real Counter-Strike start?
Couple of good tries in here. All of them fast. I'm not against that part.
Okay.
I like I would rather Furia play fast, because when Furia played slow, I almost died from boredom. And that we had 2 years of that, so.
Red push for Lux. Nice shots. And he's out of there. Supportive flashbangs keep Yakindar off getting the trade frag. Fallen going through.
Yeah, bomb still back T root.
Fantastic.
Flash is perfect, and they can actually split pretty easily now.
Squeaky player was ready to join forces. Quesarado in with the assist. Backsite versus 3. Dumao can't do more than the 1, and his support from heaven looks good. We've got Quesarado stuck between 2. Main support comes out to try to deal with the player backsite. Everything slows down now.
If Lux fights for too long, they can start to approach on Nissim, because they know that he can't come up here. Let's see if Nissim can get another. He does.
Sits onto the backsite, 23 health to his name. Quesarado gets that trade back, and he knows where Lux was, playing with him on the ladder moments ago. Bomb gets picked up, 10 on the clock, the wide swing into Quesarado, instant edge shot, and so a 4v5 recovery comes through for Furia once they finally have a full gun round.
Yeah, you point that out. They came through with half buys. Some of their lighter rounds they actually brought close, so it felt like they were buying on par every single round, but it was mostly just forces. This was still a good fight in the upper site from the CT side.
Yeah.
To try to win.
Heaven players layering outwards, getting a kill apiece.
Lots of good chances to fight. It's funny because Legacy are always better on CT side, even though their style, like, it feels like they'd be so good at T side specifically, but they just know how to dominate. when it comes to their rotations on CT. It'd be very overwhelming.
At least when we see them at their best, that's what they bring to the table.
Yeah.
I would say today they haven't been able to tap into it too much. But still, it's a 4-1 nuke lead. You've certainly got Furia working for it. Deep angle here for Sadzin. 2 players to the right of this. Nissam's gonna try to take the point. Wow, wins the duel. Understandable trade frag, lobby pressure towards Hut. Still an op, just waiting and waiting.
I think it was surprised to see Nissam just, or excuse me, Sadzin just backing up right away. Dumao taking this place
dirty.
Inside of Hut.
Yeah,
very scary spot now.
Nasty little adjustment here.
Even if he doesn't
Dumao.
go forward, he can later, and that's big information.
Wonder how long both him and Sadzin stay committed to that, though.
Here's a problem, though. Like we saw Legacy.
Nicely done.
Now they won't have to worry about it. But we've seen Legacy be very slow about rotations downstairs. And now's a spot they've got an extra player so they can do it.
Smoke pressure is just mauling Furia at the moment.
It's exactly what you want to see whenever you see cross modes.
Damn, going outer was not the move with hindsight. Legacy happy to just really test that.
That was awesome.
And odds are there are players behind it because you had 2 guys taking a look at lobby with nothing to really be found. God damn, it's a graveyard for Furia outside.
That was sweet. I mean, they played fast, and that's what Legacy do on CT side, but the double up inside a trophy, they got the information back. They had Dumao made, I think, the key move in getting into Hut. If Dumao doesn't get into Hut, they don't have half the confidence on these fights outside. And every single time they test the smoke, they get a kill too. So they just know more and more every single step of the way.
This has been a floundering T-side as they struggle economically immediately after a loss. Trying to get that money back online. Stomping behind the smokes. Lux gonna play close behind you. Flashes are good to at least create space for the ramp push. Jumping into the fire though, Molodoy cut off. Sadzin, full white, catching Fallen, but giving an op over. Yakindar has been followed, hunted this entire time. Lux walked behind him, starting from red smoke, all the way downstairs. And so while Queserado grabs an op, he's got no teammates left, just this bomb and 22 health to try to work with. And guess who pushed Hut again?
Do you think of Dumaurier when you see Dumao?
Yeah, sometimes. Yep. It's a Canadian cigarette brand.
Smoking hot right now, 7-2.
Is it Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just sounds
French.
Yeah, okay, French Canadian.
You can have that one.
Thank you. The French take so much from us.
Belmont as well.
It was launched in the United Kingdom, though, by Sir Gerald Dumouriez.
Ugh. Freaking Gerald.
He wanted a cigarette less irritating for his throat.
Oh, it was medicine.
Have you tried quitting?
Gerald never loses. Okay.
Tech9s didn't do much. Furia brought this game here. Legacy stepping up to the challenge. Ooh, the red boost There has been a lot of presence floating around outside towards CT, but that's not where Sadson ends up posting his op. And so Molodoy not even really given a chance to scour the field. Back turned on the approach. Fallen gonna get traded pretty quickly. Top hut player just swooped over, but Yuri gives cover to it. Him and Quesarado inside of the A site, no bomb. Yikes, that one's gonna leave a mark.
It's crazy how every close spot so far this nuke map has just gone for Legacy every single time. Kind of just like when we saw Furia play Inferno and said, okay, they're used to this style. That's what Legacy are showing Furia as well.
But we're getting into Stomp territory now. That kind of territory that just gives Legacy a win if they take second pistol. 7-1, Legacy leads once this round fizzles out, and I don't know about you, I've not really identified a breakthrough moment for Furia just yet.
I think I could see it. I mean, I guess in terms of TCT rounds, they're going to be happy to switch over. So the half's not over, I think, unless they get, less than 3, essentially.
Yep. Which is about where they're sitting. It's just a question of what's going to be the breakthrough. Bum, bum, bum. Counter-terrorists win. What do the CTs do with the bomb if it never gets planted? You recycle that thing, or?
Put it in the snow.
Okay.
Throw it in the tall grass to never be seen again.
Okay.
The water on B site.
Ah. What could go wrong?
To be honest, even though nothing's working, I see a lot of confidence.
Sure.
And positions have gotten pretty close. I think just in all those close positions, Legacy have won, but I'm not seeing a lack of ideas.
Just seeing a pissed off Legacy, and one that, hasn't fallen for some of the quieter plays.
Here's those keys we're looking for. Okay. The early problems for Legacy were rotating when they didn't have the information. They got 2 downstairs now, so Lux gets into a good spot, but they're kind of flying blind a little bit. We'll see how far Lux goes. Oh man, he's not really thinking they're here then. Oh yeah, I mean that's just
not ready at all.
He just, if he was confident, I don't think he would have come forward at all like that. So, and again, because of their trouble rotating downstairs, this just allows Furia to eventually end here. We'll see with the 2 players still sitting in lobby what they want to try to do. But Legacy are not giving them signs, no reasons to go out of this,
It's a drop for Vent in Lotto soon. Ooh, Quesarado gets in first.
Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do with that?
Wish it hadn't happened. Bomb has been planted. Well, this is a lot of, Furia have crossed those smokes so many times, but the thing is, yep, they've been killed through them so frequently. This is the one time where the damage doesn't really hit its mark. 3 players do get to stairs, and a stark contrast, once Legacy does have to hit lower, it just doesn't have much to stand on.
I'm not going to call it luck because it's a huge part of the game to be able to punish those cross smokes, and in CS2 you could shoot through them and get rewarded for it. I just think that they did well to get those kills, but like it's not going to happen every time. You don't have total vision. I think just basically the one way Legacy have shown that they look a little confused is when they let a cross like that happen and they haven't rotated early. Because this push right here showed you they really didn't think anybody had made it. And if they did, they thought it was like one person.
We said anything less than 3 would be very problematic. That's the second one secured for Furia, and with time, to still nab 5 in total. Dumao is just looking for a reason to push Hut every single round. Smokes drop in front of the garage. Only Yakindar this time.
That's still a big problem.
Good wall bang.
Ooh, Lux is so low off the push.
But again, right?
There he is.
There's that reason. He sees the reason on the reload. Molodoy gets punished.
But here's again where they could get confused. Yakinder has full control of outside and can go down lower. Lux is his next target, 26 HP. I think splitting ramp is the right call, even though they're 4v5.
Fallen pressuring the A site, but Sadzin's coming over.
Yeah, that's good. That is
Utility
good.
in front of it. This is good. Yep. Nades need to land where they... Oh, yes! Nissum, perfect on the timing. The smoke grenade had that slight gap that you know Furia were just about to try to barrel through, and he's going to catch himself a third headshot with ease.
That's nice. They reinforced ramp really well right there. Gave Nissum a lot more confidence in getting that early peek in.
They felt it coming.
Yeah. Which I really just didn't expect them seeing, so that'll be an 8th here for Legacy.
This is starting to feel like an emergency. 4 rounds, best case for Furia. Counter-terrorists win.
Don't let Dumao push Hut.
Man, so many rounds he's found impact from that spot.
Yeah.
And I mean, you know, you spray an entire mag and go for a reload. If that player's close, they will jump you.
And Molodoy just missed the ladder because he got hit by the nade.
Yeah, something like that. A sequence of unfortunate events. Not for Legacy, though. Having themselves a little streak. Let's hope their T-side's got anything to say about this. Sadzin under pressure. Fire in front of the pack. Yakindar taken down to half, and nobody really there as the smoke was a bit late. Dumao again trying to get frisky, this time in Squeaky if I'm not mistaken, or is he outside of it? I don't know, there's a lot of smokes going on. Yeah, he has gone through. Quesarado pushes beyond him, but Dumao could still recover this. He's got to make up for the fact that he let them hit that A floor.
But if they don't see anything, they're surely going to know he pushed, right?
I don't know, man. He's coming as if this is already a ramp push. This is way ahead of any timing that they're ready for, and he stops the ball. Double kill from Dumao, back into Hut. He has been the bane of Furia from this position, and a 3v2 comes of it. All those sequences of timings going on, Furia thought they had some level of comfort in this A site. It gets ripped from them. And a man advantage still for Legacy. Total lobby control, and you can see they don't know. There could still damn well be the Heaven player. Fallen's got to keep his attention on it as Quesarado tries to peel the first player off. Little jump spot from Tetris. But at any moment, that Hut peek's coming through, and that's going to be Quesarado exposed to it. He does get the front runner in Dumao. Nissum reveals himself, Fallen into the clutch. Nissum just holds that line, and Fallen plays with him, gets more of the damage in, sprays away. Now time's on Fallen's side, pistoled out of it. Nissum doesn't jump the bomb, and so Furia just squeezed this third round out of the T side.
And they took a long time to go for that retake. They really did. For the two guys back there on the site, too much respect was given. A nice 1v2, one for Fallen, but considering the half that Legacy had put on, that was one of their freer rounds. And that's your Kinder vision. He's got the reverse crosshair almost. You know, he's seeing through the middle of it.
The folly of that retake is those 6 to 7 jump spots on Tetris.
Yeah,
you do,
like, what were they?
2 of those,
Yeah.
you still have time for the defuse.
Just get it going, boys.
So you offer a bit of peace of mind for Furia, because 3 rounds on a T side of Nuke is not pretty, but it could be enough. And with a 5 versus 4, you are allowing them in the final 2 rounds of this half to double their round count. That's what it looks like. Could still be a heroic moment for Dumao. He tries to go through that squeaky door again. Quesarado not having any of that. And so, again, is this one of those moments where right after having what could be a confidence-building half, you get punched in the gut by letting those 2 rounds go, especially the 3 versus 2 retake that should have been yours.
That's the one that'll sting, especially if this series ends on nuke.
Bomb is coming B, though. Lotto lets him know.
Let's go for the plan. What is he gonna do?
What you gonna do about it? Nothing you can do. Nothing you can do. Bring some players with you, best of luck, and just try to remember the streak of rounds you had by just testing Furia, pushing on the smokes, punishing the outer presence. There were great things about this CT side for Legacy. Don't let these last 2 rounds overshadow that. Some of that star power from map 1 may have fallen off, but you can't say Furia gave up. They remained stubborn when it came to pressing up against those smokes outside and eventually trickling through with the last 2 rounds of the half. And the nature of that last round, all 5 players still standing. Strong finish for Furia. Daddy long arms here, ready to take us into the second. Legacy, can you end this swiftly with a pistol round win? Because God knows that would take off some of the pressure of letting Furia back into this game.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we saw a glimpse. I mean, it's not a play-out half, so we don't see what happens after that round. So Legacy will just be happy they got 8, it feels like.
Easy opening from Yakindar. He gets himself a second here off the AC. Plays around with the red room. And the climb up is taking a long time, but when he gets there, he gets the job done. Nice burst fire from Lux.
Yeah, that was violent. And that flank no longer being watched. Fallen's taking his time with it. He's coming back to check, though. Oh, checking on your own death.
Wow.
Right now. And that's a 3-on-2 setup for Furia. That doesn't do much.
I respect the attempt. You tried to look cool, but you just looked extra foolish.
Broke
Takes
both your knees.
23
Wipeout.
damage for the fall off. Door swing. Oh! Both. Now that
is cool.
That was slick. Into the A rotate. Ooh! Ooh, they're making up for that whole ladder drop-off situation.
Big time. Look at Molodoi just wandering around downstairs, wondering where the party's at.
Answer, upper.
That was
Moldo's
very cool.
got a long road. I mean, perfect timing, approach, and each of them hit their instant headshots.
And it was kind of hard to coordinate, too.
Taking back a 2v3 in the pistol. Lux 3K when he finally was able to climb up.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about it like it's over, and there is still time for a defuse here. Molodoi is not going to have a lot of extra time to spare.
I don't really know where he is, but he might have to
I mean,
take
Nissam's stuck behind Vent. If he gets this kill backside, Nissam's stuck over towards Vent. He knows where they're both at. Nisam giving in the fight. Continuously tagged down, but Lux here for 4. Huge recovery for the pistol on Lux's terms, and Legacy need that to make up for letting Furia back in.
They really do. Yeah, they still taking the confidence right back, and this was a 3v2 setup off of these opening duels. And after that, I mean, Lux dropping out of heaven, missing his flash, losing 20 health for no reason, and then them going into lower felt like this is, who cares, you know? They've got control side, it's all going to be fine for the CTs, but no. It's a massive bounce back.
I just don't fall victim to the force. Scout Famas MP9. Pistol win on the T side wasn't a luxury that Furia had. Golden opportunity to shut down Furia's map pick, extend play to Mirage.
Don't take too much time on this round. Oy,
Bad smoke.
that's not good.
And the flash doesn't go deep
clear
enough either.
properly, come on.
There are mistakes being made.
Big time.
The kinds of mistakes you make when it's not your map pick.
When it's not your map pick.
And the devil's in the details. He's also right here downstairs. Quesarado in the corner.
And bad fall in. Look at he's squinting. He's focused.
You want a piece of me? Nice shots.
And he's out.
5-7,
And they don't know
door.
about Quesarado either.
Oh man, you won the pistol, boys.
Yeah.
And then things get very stringy off at the back of some missed utility. At
All
least
right.
you're able to climb up and challenge this A site.
This is what you need to do.
7 seconds. All Yuri has to do is stop the plant, and he does exactly that. No time for
No
the...
time.
Oh, God. This one goes from bad to worse for Legacy. 2 players looking like they'll survive.
Unfortunately, there was like 10 things that went wrong here. A lot of them were self-inflicted. Missing their nades, not clearing big garage, taking too much time. Moseying around.
Nah. Can't be moseying on a day like today.
Mm-mm.
Now, lucky that 2 players survived, so they'll hang on to a couple of rifles. If you're going to break back in early, before the defense can really stand up. But the auto shotty on ramp, oh God, fallen, insta-headshot. Nobody else wants to peek that. He's going to start putting the buckshot through smoke. Yikes. Tough pill to swallow. And that just sucks the life out of Legacy's attack. Nobody else wanted to try it.
No one wants to die to an auto shotgun. That's something that's universal in Counter-Strike. No worse feeling. The only thing that'd be worse is if like Nut was using it and you had to see
Okay.
Nut in the kill feed with an auto shotgun. That would be the most embarrassing Way to die.
While blind and jumping.
Yeah, while blind and jumping. Flying nut.
Are we going to bully him into changing his name, or?
No. I mean,
No? Okay.
I hope not. I love it.
Okay.
Hope it becomes 3 nuts one day.
You remember that video of Kaspersky when he
Went
had
to
some
school.
success with Ents, went to school, and the whole school
I
kind of
love that
celebrated him?
video.
Do you think they'll do that for Nut? Do you think his principal and teachers are going to welcome him to the stage and, kids, put your hands together
No,
for
you
your
just-
classmate, Nut?
Do the chant. Nut.
Crazy name. But we're getting into that era, you know, with guys like Donk, the next generation. Just
Donk.
wait for all the other,
Yeah, come on.
you know,
Say one.
there's a bunch of Plumbuses coming down the line. A Schleem or two. They're on the way. And it's our job to say it.
No, we can't stop them.
Isn't there an Uwu out there somewhere on HLTV? Or am I crazy?
That would just be terrible SEO. How
Oh,
you're
sorry,
supposed
it's
to beat up
Azuwu.
Azuwu. Okay, yeah.
Nissim solo AK.
He's going, and he's frying right now. I mean,
Yeah,
16
he
and
is.
5. Send him out there. I like that. I like the logic.
No, ramp was actually quite shut down. I mean, I can understand. What's crazy is the amount of emphasis that was put on yard last half.
Yeah.
And still, your ramp-dedicated player in Nissim has the score that he does. Now, he's going to try to scramble down lower. Fallen, what are you going to do when the decon door swings with that monstrosity of a shotgun? Well,
You got a
Tech
headshot
9,
in.
so that helps. Pops open the window. But Nissim gets the better of that.
Oh, this lurk. This could actually be very good for
Oh, this
Nissim.
is weird. Fallen's down beneath you. Didn't expect that push. Decon door to be contested again, but unfortunately, it's irretrievable weapons for Legacy.
Your Kinder's trying to get the clock, and then they have lower secured, and then the pistols can't get past the AK.
35 bullets in that Galil, folks. Good back and forth between the
pretty
two.
great.
They find a solution to get up through the vents where Yakinder is kind of stranded. Yuri announcing himself from heaven, flashes out. You know it's covered with the Galil, and you gotta wait for Yakindar to approach this from secret, so it's gonna take a little while. Yuri's got the kit, bomb planted front sight. That kit could come in from heaven, but he loud drops off heaven and then actually climbs back up. So trying to fake the audio as if there's 2 coming in from main, but it doesn't look like they're gonna buy it whatsoever. Galil and the Glock get the better of Yakindar. Now, again, Yuri's the one with the kit, but his MP9 goes dry, and they win this. Legacy
they actually pulled it off.
Pull that off from lower up the vent, and the perfect 3-player attack on Quesarado to overwhelm A.
I'm not gonna lie, I love that, the way they came at Quesarado. They made that as hard as possible with his aim, running across his screen inside a mini. They won that the most fun way possible.
And you can see, Legacy are stocked up for a full best of 3.
They're staying hydrated.
So boot camp to the next major by the looks of it.
That is pretty awesome. And again, the logic is give Nissim the gun. Look what he does with it. He's had a fantastic map, and it's as simple as that, to be honest.
Really pushing through control here.
This kill after the smoke came out was so beautiful. Like, right on top of Fallen, who was trying to establish somewhere to stand safely inside the B site.
And a perfect game of tug-of-war there to get the better of Quesarado. And there's the Legacy you know.
They're gonna need to win a rifle here to beat Furia for sure. This is a step in the right direction. It's another chance, an early buy.
Definitely helps.
But right now, I mean, Furia just make their cash on CT side. They're so strong on it. You know what? One more mistake, and that might be too much to handle. Moldoy supporting Yakinder, who's downstairs, but he's getting mollied back. Rotations will be late. Look at the split coming into Yakinder.
He's hanging on for now. They're approaching. He'll win the first duel. Player goes beyond him. Woof, almost gives himself a great chance. Quesarado to try to challenge single. Oh, and it is Lux overstepping. Luckily, Dumao responds back, announcing himself from secret, and then trying to peel away, getting a good amount of damage in with the grenade. Bomb planted B, Dumao is gone. Molodoy, late from the ramp play, will arrive. And how does Dumao get back into the action? This is a huge reroute on his behalf.
Yeah, he either wins this round, or he might just... Yeah, like, how are they going to figure out he's done this?
Oh, and Yuri steps into the stream of AK bullets flying fast. Down for the count as Molodoy struggles and Legacy continue to get ever closer to this nuke win.
That's pretty great. I mean, it was the right idea going downstairs in that way. Yakinder was pretty much alone for so long inside the site, only got his 1 kill. That totally caught Furia off guard.
Lovely continuation on the spray down there from Lotto. Legacy sensing they've got the victory in the bag, and they're close.
Yeah, it's a lot of close rounds this game, but it feels like 90% of them Legacy's winning.
It's gonna take something from Molodoy or the MP9s. And the disrespect Dumao starting to kind of shove down Furia's throats. Fast flank from ramp denied. Yuri's gonna catch one, but so quickly the rest of Legacy ready to swarm, and just like last round, it falls on Molodoy alone. We got Nissim down in the depths of B. Lux gets caught with half of Molodoy's health gone, but this player outside, ooh, supposed to have it and will finish him off. 12 rounds here for Legacy. 6 map points on a pick that Furia thought they'd have the edge on.
Yeah, this would be the worst beatdown they get. This is a very strong performance out of Legacy. If there's one thing that this team knows how to do, it's playoff momentum.
And I'd say just across the second map, looking much less shelled up than they did over on Inferno when the game was getting closer. There's been some wild moves from Dumao with the hut pushes when playing CT side into the A hits that we've got him on. Playing to win the round. That energy that we know they weaponized, they did in Austin, yelling every single round. You can see it starting to come through on the player cams as well. Stoking the flames of victory here on Nuke. And the firepower department didn't quite show up for Furia in the second outing of this series.
Molodoy, not the carry that he's been.
Yuri just as quiet. You know, it was everybody barring Fallen that was contributing to the win on Inferno. That's why Legacy just couldn't get into that game. 13-7 loss on Legacy's own pick. Couldn't stop the attack of Furia with the 7-1 T side. Counter-terrorist down to a couple of flashbangs, and remember, no kit on this round whatsoever. If bomb is planted, it's going to be a real desperate scramble. And Nissim, who has been locked in from start to finish on Nuke, insta headshot onto Fallen as well. Molodoy, who wanted to go throw himself at that B site, has to come deal with this. And luckily he does, but the unfortunate reality is it gives up the spacing inside B because he's dealing with ramp. And within that window, bomb is planted here for Legacy. 4 versus 2 post-plant advantage. Turn from Molodoy to finish off the little that remained of Dumao. But Quesarado with no kit, no teammates, and no chance in hell. This is an excellent recovery in the series from Legacy. On a map Furia thought they'd have the edge on, we're going to Mirage.
Legacy bite back, and we have got ourselves a game. A great beginning and an excellent end from Legacy on their opponent.
Even in itself, and off of the back of this man, Nissim, going above and beyond. to try to take it to Mirage.
They're also willing to just like set him up because it was his day. Like he was having such a good start to the map. He wasn't great on Inferno at all. And so they said, here, take this AK. And that was all they needed to get back into the half. They did such a good job of building off of every little bit that they could have on that T side to go from an eco to a full rifle to just a win streak. And I believed until Furia hit that point that they were going to come back into that game, but Legacy never let off that gas pedal at all.
I heard one bullet come out of that USP. 2 bullets for the next kill. That's 3 USP shots and a double for your Kindar. Woo! Okay, here he goes again. He got 4 kills in the pistol back on Inferno. He's gonna get cut short of that one, and he is the only casualty this time around, but that is what Furia are looking for. A confident-looking fisticuffs that goes down in mid and just ends up being a Furia CT pistol win.
And this can be a quick first half because you've got Legacy playing on T side. You have a very active Furia CT. They're going to be ready for some of the fast rounds. There'll be a lot of mirrors to Inferno, I think, here as we get this going. But with no bomb plan means no buy. Legacy have nothing to work with, not a single flash. Just the Nissim Deagle to see if he's still on point from Nuke.
Gonna try to pop that bomb out, plant on default, means Molodoy, who decided to go USP only this round, may have to stop the plant attempt. And so far, so good. He's got support on scene. There's the Nissim Deeg, a little late to the party. Ends up being a double USP kill from Molodoy as he looks to save money for the op. And luckily for him and Furia, it doesn't come back to haunt them.
Oh, it's something people do. It's not an ego thing. It's just a money thing, but it can be a risk for sure. But since they didn't get a plant, it's like, what have you really got to be worried about? You're not going to see AKs.
I always just think, get the P250. Because look at his money here. That was 2 USP kills, right? But even without those, USP kills, the reward is you get the P250 for that round. He still has full nades and an op. Just get the P250.
You have P250 is good. Yeah, it's good versus armor or whatever.
Just
But like,
in case you end up in that awkward 1vx.
If you can't pick up a gun in a 1vx,
Just get the P250.
If all your teammates bot, I don't know.
Get the P250.
Maybe don't bait people when you've only got a USP.
Either way, it comes with an op. And the op.
I mean, I'm personally a huge proponent of one person not buying almost every T round. No one wants to try it. It's too risky. But imagine you save $5 grand every single round that you were buying off of a loss.
That's why Sanji existed.
Because, yeah, except, yeah, you'd be the bank account. And it's just like, more T buys. You're not going to really show me many situations where 5 T rifles are needed at once. For CT, it's a little different. You got to spread the map and guess. I think it's unexplored. Maybe
especially in this newer meta where we're, anticipating teams coming in with all the grenades, etc., and the stronger buys.
Yeah, like a Tech 9 full nades is not really that bad if all your teammates have guns.
On Govindasamy looking to get experimental. Legacy looking to get the ball rolling into A, but it is just Dumao because over towards B, they've got the opening off Lotto. He's finding that site free for the taking while Dumao tries to sell you snake oil on the opposite side of the map. The bomb is in the middle of the 3 remaining Legacy players. It will get itself to be uncontested. The question is, how does Molodoy choose to rotate in? Because if he has wind of this deep position that could have been, he's scared about market. But no greedy move here from Lotto. He just hangs on to bench.
Happy to have the site, to be honest. They are favored now with this control. Molodoy having an op doesn't help.
And a slow burn from Quesarado to join up through middle. And that slow burn from Quesarado is the guy with the kit, so he's gonna have to partake in this. They get given a lot of respect. Chance to at least take a look out the window, but time goes by too quickly. Great move by Lotto to keep options open. Great move by Dumao to really have Furia distracted in their entirety. And lo and behold, round 3 is the first for Legacy.
That's really nice.
Okay, okay. I don't think that got anywhere close to them.
Didn't hit anything. It just blew up at the same time as the bomb, so we thought it, That thing just went straight up in the air.
It did nothing, right? chucks it at Rapunzel. And we move on. Easy rebuy, of course, for Furia with only 2 casualties last round.
Oh, see ya, you kinder. Nice shot, Lotto.
Hey.
Uh-oh, that's gonna sting. 1 ticket damage left here from Oladoy. Don't want to ruin his perfect start. T's gonna get organized quickly for the B site hit. Half the site already dead.
Queserado's already starting to depart.
It's not the most aggressive line for the op, too. So if he takes a shot, he's not going to be able to fall back that easily.
Especially with a miss. Goes all the way into market. That's a save.
Yeah, it's just nothing to really go off of after that. Just a straight up miss early. Exec. Love that about Legacy. They don't overthink things. Oh, that would have been a nice find as well.
Damn, they could actually get away with 4. Nissim in the ladder room, player to peek behind him. But now the save is truly on. There's really only one thing to put in the replays for this round, but I think it's going to be sick. Lotto wasted no time popping Yakinder's noggin.
Nap time.
Hit the ground like a sack of potatoes. So it's 1 kill per team as Legacy convert round 3 into the 4th, and we're tied up 2 rounds each.
I think if you... Hey, let's see if it hit anything. No, just woo.
No, just going to the moon.
All the way to the damn clouds with that one.
And Yakinder sliced in half with the top mid's peak. Ooh, man, this is a lot of early B-leans coming out of Legacy's start to Mirage.
I love it. They just show how easy it is to win rounds.
Fallen may wind up having his hands full. That was good intuition. Doom out, just getting back. He gets way more bang for his buck on his grenade.
Boom, boom, boom.
He does more damage with his 1 than the 3 that Furia throw down on him. Furia dumps a belt of util there for Queserado to scoop up. And is that because Fallen's going on a force?
It's quite a push. There's no flashback. Oh, my goodness. So clean out of Fallen and a dink on Nissim as well.
Queserado knows they're coming. His frag grenade almost pushing Nissim over the edge. Lux ends up getting that from bottom middle. Good bench peek. Connector player gets him back, and then that's instantly Legacy to peel away. They are not going all in on that follow through.
They committed to actually going back so quickly
Stomping.
that... Yeah, Yuri... This is a bait. They drew Yuri forward just so they could get out underpass. They actually did that.
No way. Yuri stays there hunting as if the player's still close to the door.
They actually did that. They have Yuri chasing Nissim over towards B because of a sound bait and the bomb's planted and now they're just saving. That's awesome.
Owned.
This could be like when Liquid played against Furia, and Furia were so hyped up because they won the first map.
Yep.
And then they ended up losing the next 2.
I was thinking about that between maps. Only to ultimately lose it.
When they looked like they were in full control to start. Let's look at this round again, because what a play, right? A B site goes kind of wrong, and then they don't even know Yuri's at the top of mid. They just assume he goes there because he got his kill at the bottom of connector. They were right about it. They fed right into his fears. That was just such a good play. And the only reason it works is because Legacy committed to that bait while they were walking underpass. They decided to leave B right away. It's the conviction that was convincing.
No longer signing up for these early fights. Yekindar playing the stairs instead. And so slowly it feels like Legacy have earned a lot more space at the start of these rounds by virtue of winning 3 in a row. And still this lean into the B site at the gate, but Bomb will still float back and forth. Legacy trying to remain fresh. You'd understand if Furia wanted to get a little stack going towards the B half of the map, but right now Molodoy sees that utility coming through. His counterpart challenging on the smoke. Insane peak to go for.
That was so insane.
Doesn't get punished immediately. Fallen hears the approach. He holds the line for 1. Spots Bomb and the second position from Quesarado. I'm so surprised that those two players full commit to B with no further support though.
Yeah.
Nobody else could have helped you at all.
No, that was crazy. More crazy stuff happening here with Legacy. They just made this sort of unwinnable position, and they required the entries from those kills, or they required that their fake was so nice that there was only one person in B, but that wasn't true. Maybe a little bit too much risk for
getting a little too high on their supply after the last round went so well.
We could look like a genius every round, is what they said.
A couple layers too deep, maybe.
Op going so far out in a site that he's, what was he opping? Ninja? Default? I don't even know.
He took a shot at like bricks.
Yeah, like that was a flex to be able to pull that shot off and leave.
But it's how hard this commitment comes through. Like
so hard.
Just really didn't expect Quesarado to be so deep in sight, I suppose. Thought maybe it would be cat support instead, but
yeah, if there was any chance there was a second player in sight, however, like how is that bomb gonna get planted? They would have had to sit van for like 40 seconds with all their teammates on the other side of the map. So half-baked plan here for Legacy. Can't say they don't get creative.
That's fair. Yeah. Yep.
I just remember my 4th grade homeroom teacher saying, "You don't have messy handwriting, you're just creative."
Oh, how kind. Molly for the sandwich player. Molodoy trying to bail out. MP7 on the chase. Molodoy is going to connect a double kill. And he's looking for more as he pops it open. Could push his teammate through. Oh. Triple now for Molodoy.
Bent that bullet.
You know, we were talking about his hot start, 5-0. 1 death still all he's had to handle. Bomb does get planted in the process of all of this, but Dumao turns his back to Quesarado, and Molodoy goes 3 kills deep into this, 9-1 now. You come towards this A site, you will pay the price. Furia back to the lead off the Kazakh op.
You really threaded the needle on that Palace kill. That was sweet. Oh, that was even nicer though, let's be honest. Dude. That was a team kill waiting to happen. Nicely done, Molodoy. Back at it.
Here's that hero AK coming out of Legacy again. All right, Nissim. All right.
He's getting beat.
Flies through the fire inside of ramp, and that's why. Gets the dig on Yekindar. How many other players does that shuffle over? Mid players look to be just holding their own.
This is like their whole game plan is like mess with them on A site, split B or fake.
And Lotto has been afforded a chance to slide through the B side a couple times. That AK, oh, Molodoy done for.
Not bad.
But a close connector position here from Yuri. And you've at least cooled that off for a second. AK changes hands, and Dumao does still have Kevlar to go with this. Not everybody did. He does. And that means he could still be a threat. The A player pushing beyond, over towards the ramp in this Yuri play. But again, there's just a disjointedness between the rest of Legacy. Like, this is another one of these individual moves here where Luck's carrying a bomb forward. Ta-da! Yuri's got him dead to rights now. Good for him to get off of that site. It's Yuri versus an AK next, and he just missed the timing on that one. There's also this weird duel going down on B. Hard to keep track of both, and they end up fighting at the same time. But the more critical kill comes in through Legacy's favor, except for the fact that Fallen on an op is already posted for the ramp play. Good on them to leave KSCERATO towards B. Can't compromise the back end of the A sites, and Furia win another.
Yeah, it was that point in the round where even if Yuri dies, Fallen's close enough to get in any spot he wants, whether he wants to get like nice and deep on the site or play from ticket like he did. You kind of have that round is finished. So nice kill from Yuri in this position. Nice round from Furia overall. It's a game where actually we're 9 rounds in. KSCERATO has yet to die.
Oh, wow. Just doing his thing. More often than not supporting Fallen. Right now perched outside of mid. Sitting up top and ready to deal with underpass. If anybody's allowed to exit, Yukindar's got other ideas, and he's up to 7 kills now off that double.
They just got mopped up, man. It's a bye on this round too.
3 standing and 3 sprinting in a second from the ramp to try to desperately cross over. While the utility peppers the site, but Molodoy happy to continue these challenges, and you are now giving him a chance to thrive. His op is feeling immovable. No missed shots, not to mention second sniper in the hands of Fallen. And so Legacy just feel like they have been stomped on here in round 9 because they have. Flanked already by Yukindar. The underpass peak for the first double. Molodoy feeling omnipresent. Misses a couple chances to shut down Sadzin. Will 5 Furia players stand tall? Yes, sir. Everybody survives. The money's flowing. The rounds now double that of Legacy, and it looks like Mirage could be still out of Legacy's wheelhouse.
And they are trying some atypical stuff. Like, we see how fast this underpass play comes up, and it just gets fully countered. You know, part of the reason that you don't do this that often is just like no one's supporting the push. It's impossible for you to have an edge if the CTs want to throw nades and peek like that, just to be comfortable. So we have Legacy trying to cheat the timing, and I respect it because they are actually quite good at doing that. But now, again, it feels more like Inferno, where Furia are just ready for it.
Oi. Kindar doesn't see the second player get up in there with Tech9, so that's a challenge on stairs at least. Now he'll confirm it.
Let him go, though.
Legacy running rampant. The first one goes towards jungle, but there is still Nissam's Deagle on the stairs. Ooh, and you get caught with an empty gun. Peeking into the op, though, is going to be the fault of Nissam. And again, this double op setup, even though Fallen's not getting as many kills as Molodoy, he just keeps sprinkling them in here and there. Enough so to really take the wind out of the sails of what's not meant to be much of a round from Legacy. Scoop up an M4. See what you can find. Furia suddenly goes silent. It's going to be all about covering Lotto. Can't afford to reload the M4 just yet. So it's a Tech9 to try to give cover. And it works. Nicely done here. That's just enough from Sadzin. But he doesn't get a chance to peel away because, again, Fallen's been right there to deal with it in both cases. He's traded out Yuri and Yukindar. And Lotto, awkward position to try to finish off the clutch. Knows the ops at least coming up from Connector. Shaves off Molodoy swiftly. KSCERATO to take the place of Molodoy. Smoke goes deep into the site. And that's going to give KSCERATO no angle to try to cover Tetris. He's got to do his own smoke on top of the bomb.
Wow.
Perfect shots coming through from Fallen. 3 kills on the round.
Not bad.
And now given a chance to shine in this series.
He can op too, by the way. Don't sleep on this man. That's very... I feel like it's got to be him clearing a ramp and then looks up. I don't know if he takes the damage, reacts after he unpeaks, or if he just... Oh yeah, just hit the flick. That's what I'm saying. That's nice. Needed every little bit of health for that. Could have been very easily a round 1 there for Legacy, and maybe one of the main chances they'd have of scooping up this Mirage match. Very brave of Furia to not play anyone inside of B, but it looks like it'll work. Oh.
And dude, easy pickups now. It starts to feel like they're losing control of the game entirely.
Yeah, they're getting smoked.
Furia are just getting more and more confident, more rambunctious. K-Serato's still yet to die. Fallen, super passive angle because we've constantly had these Lotto walkouts through the B site.
Yeah.
Makes total sense that this ends up being caught by a super passive angle, and that is just further evidence Furia are reading you like a book.
They do have a lot of individual autonomy, but now it's their individual habits that are getting punished. Furia, now they're in tune with that. I mean, again, 2 out of the 3 maps, that's where they've looked much stronger. And Sadzin,
He's got a chance.
he can go for a plant at the very least.
It's been a while since we saw the 1v5.
He has a smoke to work with. They're a little too far away to actually stop this, no matter how much time he takes. So it's his sandbox. Sadzin, have at it.
Done.
Okay. Yeah.
He'll get away with the bomb plant for the final round of the half, but that is another bit of op impact. And this double op now, 3 rounds in a row. Haven't lost a round since they've pulled it out of the hat. Not only that, but it's had a ton of impact from Molodoy's ticket holds to Fallen just roaming, whether that's pushing off Cat or now in this case holding back these B-lurks. No solution coming out of Legacy yet, and also oddly no timeouts.
That's true. Yeah, absolutely none.
You'd think when you feel this red, that's time to take them.
Yeah, it does raise the question as like to what those timeouts are going to be used for. If a team keeps having ideas, it's sort of like, what are you going to use it for? If your ideas are just flat out wrong, well then, yeah, you've got an issue. But if they want to keep playing fast, I'm not going to tell them no. Also, I just love a team that leans B every round.
Gonna try it one final time in the last attempt of the half.
3 CTs here.
Full exec down, falling back to the AK, so letting the double op go. And letting a space be taken. K-Serato, good kill to Dumao, but he does lose Fallen in the process. And Molodoy not stopping the players to get closer to the bench.
That's crazy.
Perfect distraction, slides Lux into the play, and Lux finds another one. So they remain stubborn, constantly pressuring this B site, whether it's under secrecy or now a full-blown attack. What goes down in apartments, oddly? Looks like Yakindar. Sorry, I thought Nissim had, for whatever reason, was on the underpass stairs. They're aware of exactly what's coming. It's a matter of making it happen with the time. Bomb at the halfway point.
Didn't see that.
Hello.
Don't matter.
Lux gets busted up. Lotto insta trade frag, and Yakindar a little late to the party. Nobody else home for him to rock and roll with. That is an 8-4 CT side for Furia, but that last round is an answer and a pistol in the final half of this best of 3 up next. Well, they were stubborn, that much is for certain. Legacy finally breaking down the door of that B site could maybe give you hope that they'll swap over and take control of this game, but it is a confident 8 rounds out of Furia. The fact that both those ops were online, and we're tapping back into some of that star potential that dominated the game on Inferno. Molodoy looked like an animal when it came to holding back Ticket and just denying any A play.
He was. I think he was just such a missing factor back on Nuke as well. I mean, there was more things that went wrong, but yeah, as you can see, his presence is very welcome. Impact is there. The round swing will be there here from Molodoy. 8-4 and maybe an optional pistol. We'll see what happens.
We get some movement off Catwalk to try to take something out mid. We'll see if that does let them scramble into A quick.
And Lotto very committed here. He's got to take his peeks, but now that he's spotted,
Oh boy, they're everywhere. All over that bomb site. Vertically, horizontally, they were just everywhere. And so tough stuff for Lotto to have to deal with, on top of already having a rough go at this map. It's going to be 3 players to CT, but as they go for that rotate, they're met by a smoke.
Yeah, that's crazy. They're going to have to shoot their way through this.
Yuri's going to play on the other side of it, up close and personal. Bullets just whizzing by his head. They are not wrong about this. Ooh, but now suddenly he's behind them, and he comes out of there with a 2K. Dumao never gets a chance to pull on anything, and that is a Furia pistol in the back.
Tough stuff. I mean, great pistol. When you commit a guy into the site like that, a triple, like they have to come up with a kill and maybe even 2 in this spot. But if you don't, like, that's normally you want to have your 1 CT playing back in CT spawn, because if they don't die, at least they can still be useful. Like, they wouldn't have had to go through this smoke if he was alive back there in CT waiting. It would have been a hard guy to chase down as well. So, high risk playstyle.
Just feeling very bad.
But you're so good, even the fever can take it, can keep you down.
No.
Oh, someone is sick.
I think that Molodoy
is feeling very bad.
Very bad. Hey, buddy.
Can't keep the kills down.
Still fragging like a monster, so have at it. There's a lot of sickness going around the Counter-Strike world at the moment.
Yeah.
We almost had to bury Harry Russell.
He's good, right?
Yeah, he's doing fine.
Okay.
He bounces back, that guy. He's got a pep in his step. Unstoppable, that. Those 2, actually. Thing
Argo.
1. Thing 1 and Thing 2. Twiddledee and Twiddledoo.
And if you do stop him, there's always Pimp.
Always looking for another chance to cast, that guy. He's caught the bug. Thinks that now because he's an Iron Man, he can do anything.
Yeah, well, he'll have to do interviews if he wants to do the Iron Man of broadcast work.
Fallen. He got a pistol up close. Oh, he gets it. Looks last second up to Lux, but 5-7 between the eyes. Still the ump, still the scout. The 5-7s on the field are connecting their targets. That's 2 kills to the 5-7s. This is what Legacy we're looking for. Some kind of way to kickstart a CT side.
Oh.
And so the 4 spy coming together. Great grenade damage, sure. Furia wanted to take that A site, but they just kind of tiptoed their way ever closer. They didn't have that conviction, that big oomph that could have followed through. Legacy about to make things interesting late in this series.
They are pistol beasts. I think luckily for Furia, I mean, the 1 AK... Oh, there's an AK that gets picked up. I mean, there's good upgrades here, but they could have been even better, so at least there wasn't an overinvestment.
And how the pendulum swings. Queserado AK saved from the last round. The fact he still only has 1 death, I mean, he just does not go down.
That's crazy.
1 death in 14 rounds of play.
Yeah, that's insane. How are you just 7-1 halfway through the game?
It's like he disconnected for an entire half and just got back.
Yeah. And then had a great second half.
Oh,
That'll work. That
Sir.
will work. 8-1 now for Quesarado, keeping it clean. No damage.
that nade was limp. That didn't get anywhere close enough.
K can't go into window to get this gun back, though, so it is still Quesarado with as the sole rifle.
Yeah, but look at this. Nissim, Ump versus 4 players. You feed... Let's say he takes down the first 2 Tech 9s.
This preset angle is crazy, too.
AK and a Desert Eagle to trade right after. I mean, this is going to have to be something huge from Nissim.
Fallen is about to.
Fallen's about to run into the Cat player. But it's really going to be Nissim. And as he holds back down to the van, he'll get the 1. We were hoping for 2, but luckily Dumao comes up with an extra. And so it's Yakindar Quesarado to go.
Let's see if this is going to be Quesarado's second death.
Bomb not planted for Catwalk, so Quesarado extending outwards. Gets good damage on Lotto. That's going to slow him down. And Yakindar retrieving the ump from Nissim. Oh, Quesarado's doing this.
It's too nice right now.
Then the Tech 9 taps through. Oh,
Yo!
Quesarado ends.
10.
He doesn't die as he
And-
pulls a triple out of nowhere, chilling like a JDM.
1. A single death, and it is not him saving. It's not him being inactive. No, it is him opening and closing things.
Quesarado not going to let this loss come through. 10-1, 15 rounds of play, 10-1. And Legacy are hoping this force buy somehow keeps things together, but that's a Mag 7 towards Underpass. How in the hell is that gun ever gonna fall back if it doesn't have any smoke for cover? I mean, Dumao is locked into this position for eternity.
Yeah. He's going to be tying his shoes for an hour here, trying to pass the time. So I don't think he's going to be able to peek in a mid, only to maybe help out fighting Connector.
Very conscious of his footwork. The thing is, if he were to kill anybody, it's supposed to be Quesarado.
And he's not dying today.
Not and if you have only 2 deaths in a game, it shouldn't be to something like this.
No.
Looks like Fallen might be the victim if there is one.
What was his one death? Do you remember?
What was his one death?
I just looked and didn't see it. All right, here's the second death coming. Dumao, Mag 7, from behind. No, Quesarado's in the sight. This is his snacks moment. He's going to split this up. Owned. Now
Another?
they're just terrified.
The bomb's got an escort, but now there's a smoke at 20 seconds. Oh boy,
have
what
to
do
go.
we have here?
Oh,
We've got
okay.
Fallen coming back to clear it. It's okay.
Good for him. But, oh, 15. They got to run this. Oh, they could have cut this off. They could have tried, man.
They'll let it happen instead. It's looking all good. Go ahead and take that M4, try to save it. Run for the hills. This is Furia, collecting round after round off of the back of a nice meticulous walk towards B.
I mean, it's been a messy game, too, and Quesarado sitting here on this pristine scoreline. Found his way into B, no targets to fight this round. Two-gun save will be fine, but Legacy at this point starting to get hot around the collar. This was nice from Yakinder, peeking the left side, seeing a rifle inside the window, supporting Flash, knowing that they had to be pushing up.
In round 12, Quesarado died to Lux's AK headshot. He died once in the last round of the first half.
Oh, okay. That's right on the first half. Right, that B-site take.
Mm-hmm.
The one time they got into
The
B.
most convincing round, yeah. the most convincing round that
Fair
Legacy have had in this third map. So trying to hang on for dear life versus a recovering Furia from Nuke. Hello, that's your second death. A
Not
pistol
bad.
for Nissim. Into the AK, it's enough to at least serve up a distraction. Lux getting into the action with the M4. We've already got a USP challenging through market, but Yakindar deals with that quickly. And unfortunately, there's another USP out here, but he gets found by Fallen. So these meager double M4 rounds aren't getting anything going, and that's going to be Furia sitting pretty on a 12th. There's armor here for Lotto, no kit.
Bomb has been planted.
Gets spotted. A little late to the trigger, so he gives a chance for Yakindar because he thought maybe he hadn't been seen.
Oh, but Fallen's got...
Yeah, they double up on the same angle, so this is Lotto peeking into 2 and going down. Perfect simultaneous damage coming out of what's left of Furia. They'll give themselves 7 map and match points.
Don't know how they're going to let this one go, to be honest. Legacy look a little outclassed from that first half. Just every setup, every lurk. I think you brought it up, like the way that they were trying to individually sneak out of areas. Furia caught them off guard every single time, so it's just not a surprise, not the surprise that they were back on Nuke. And I think a few things had to go right for Nuke to be as one-sided as it was. So I think Furia can still be very proud of this win and how it went down.
Another one. Moladoy again, huh? It's good for him to kind of piece it all together. 18 and 9 on the first map. 16 and 7 here. Yakindar splitting up through connector, and that opens the floodgates. 4 players running out through that ramp. Furia may have gotten boxed up by Legacy on Nuke, a map that the analysts didn't quite expect in this series. Certainly not Furia going in for the pick. Legacy stepped up to the test. Good on them for that, showing a bit of depth. But on the other 2, unfortunately, it is looking like Furia cut from a different cloth. Individually, across the board, Furia's players came to play. 4 strong showings, barring Fallen on Inferno to kick off this series. And Dumao, this is his most desperate attempt to perform in the 3 maps. He'll get close to the bomb site. Now he's on top of that bomb. It's a Hail Mary defuse, and he's never even gonna touch that bomb. Good on Furia to recover from Nuke. Good on Furia to bank off of the Moladoy op dominance. The double op setup through that CT side set a tone. Sorry, Legacy, not today.
A dominant way for Furia to be closing this one out.